A technology with its foundation in California's wine grape industry could be the next tool farmers can use to combat pathogens in corn, including tar spot and southern rust. A network of spore traps scattered across Minnesota's farm country is quietly gathering air samples to determine what, if any, pathogens are in the air.
So any spores that are in the air, we can collect, and then we take and collect the sample from that, send them back to the lab, do a DNA analysis, and then we're able to tell growers and other, crop consultants, etc., whether we're seeing a certain pathogen in the air.
Root Applied Sciences did a proof of concept trial in Nebraska last year. Harsty says the system gave growers between 7 and 14 days advance notice of the presence of southern rust, tar spot, and white mold in soybeans. This year, the company is working with Minnesota Corn to establish a network across Minnesota at University of Minnesota Research and Outreach Centers, as well as 22 sites on cooperating farms.
We're trying to capture those, like one per county type area to see what that coverage would be. When we put up weather stations, we try to shoot that every ag farmland in the state of Minnesota are within 20 miles of a weather station. We're not certain that's dense enough for what we need to do long term, but it's a good start. And the Minnesota corn growers have been great in sponsoring this project as part of their checkoff and the Research Council funds. And so we're using it to determine what can we do to really try to detect these new pathogens that we weren't used to 5 years ago and that are hitting us pretty hard right now.
Redwood County farmer Jordan Goblish has several stations on his farm. He's hopeful the additional information about what pathogens might be present will help him make more informed decisions.
Well, having that data right at your fingertips is perfect because that gives me the chance to either spend $25 an acre or save it. A lot of these guys, they just spray fungicide every year thinking that it does something for the crop, and then they'll come to the yield, well, it didn't really work this year. If we can get ahead of that, then we can, have our ROI.
Southern rust took a toll on corn yields in many parts of Minnesota last year. Being forewarned about emerging problems could have a tremendous impact on productivity and farmer profitability.
Something like this should be almost on every farm if it works properly. I mean, it could change the way that we apply fungicides going forward.
We think it's a new technology that's only going to get better, okay? At present, the lab samples are collected, taken to a lab, and done an analysis. We're not far from where we can do that much more locally and where we can turn around the results that much faster. So we're looking forward to that technology developing just a little bit more. But truthfully, the idea of collecting pathogens in the air and making educated and informed decisions as a grower is something that we think we'll have there.
This is Dan Lemke reporting.